welcome everybody to a casted game here, whether you're viewing on YouTube or Twitch. And this game, we've got Plain as the Mongols in the red on Team 1. We've got Praetorian. We've also got in the French, Team 2 in the color blue. That would be Diege86. Got a couple heavyweight kings here ready to take each other on. This will be a good game. So, starting us off here, we are just a few seconds into this game now. If we describe to you guys what we are seeing. So, see, Diege, he's got a scout out, already exploring, finding sheep. He is getting after it, looking all across the map. Good. Down here, Praetorian is doing the same thing. He's got his Khan out on the field. He's collecting a few sheep there. That's really good. Like to see that. That's a good one. A few sheep all bunched together. That's pretty interesting. That's good. Slowly making their way across the map here. We're going to go into cinematic mode just for a minute, just checking out the map here. We're playing on Lipany, which is always a fun one. It's got random cliff sides and lots of stealth forests and forests for gathering. There's all kinds of resources. It's a very, very rich map. It's a very interesting place to play on. We've sufficiently appreciated the scenery, so now we're going to check back in with the players. We've got Praetorian. He is committing to wood and food. Mostly he's getting those trees chopped and sheep gathered. A couple spears on the field already, thanks to the Uvu and the barracks right next to each other. That is a plus. And lots of sheep with the Khan. And then we're going to check back with Diege. He's got his scout, also got sheep. He's got two scouts, it looks like. Lots of sheep collected and charging across the map. Oh, yep, he's going to get that other one there. Awesome. Okay. And back to his town center. He's got a lot of villagers on gold, some on food, sheep, diversified between berries and sheep. Also slowly getting some wood. He's got one villager on that. Slowly but surely getting enough to build some houses. It's population in check. Lots of sheep under the town center, so that's going to be really, really helpful for him as game gets going here. On a stable food supply. Very quick to gather it if it's right underneath villager spawn. We might be seeing some signs of early aggression here. Those two spearmen of Praetorian, they are going straight for the gold. Yep, they're going for it, and the villagers are fighting back. I'm going to take a screenshot. Oh, yep, I'm taking a screenshot. Here we go. He is going for the villagers, and they will have none of it. They've got their knives out, and they are ready to stab right back. And it worked. He lost a villager, maybe not. I don't actually think I saw one go down. He took out a spearman, though. That was incredible. he managed to hold that spearman at bay, but now the Khan is in the area, and he's ready to lay the pressure down. He's got his bow out, spearman circling the camp. The scout is chucking his torches right on the mining camp, just keeping the aggression hot here. It's pretty interesting. Yep, the Khan is going for the villagers, forcing them off of the berry bushes. That's not too bad since he's got lots of sheep there, but that's always a challenge early game. They're going for your resources. Right away here, Diege, he's got the School of Cavalry up already. We're only 5 minutes in and he's on H2. So we're likely to see some Royal Knights coming out here in a minute. back to Praetorian at his base. Still gathering lots of sheep. A little bit of wood. Keeping a steady resource stream coming in. Really, if you're going to check the resources that they've got here. Yeah, so Praetorian, very heavy on the food. Got lots of stone coming in from the Uvu. And got more wood and stuff like that. I mean, he's pretty diverse there. Actually, the resources, that's good. Diege also getting up there for food. Definitely spending those resources as fast as they can get them, though. With those soldiers on the field. So, Diege has an archer. He's fighting back. He's exchanging shots with the Khan, forcing him into a retreat. The Khan is fairly low health in that first part of the game. So are the archers, but especially if you get a couple on the field, as we're seeing right now, that can help with the defense, as we just saw happen. And we do see our first Royal Knight on the field. He's getting right out there, center of the map, presumably going for some action. Fighting back, I have to imagine. Saw some attack alarms, I think. I don't know if that was a wolf going for a villager, or if there was some kind of battle going on. Something over here. Okay, so the scouts are attacking each other. Praetorian killed one of Diege's sheep. He slew it with his sword. Did a ride-by slaying of that sheep. That's tough. You can always go back and gather it, sure, but that's just one less sheep to be under his town center. That's interesting. Praetorian does have some villagers out there. He's getting the gold. He's got a tower next to it for defense. Smart play. These scouts enter the stealth forest where he's now unseen. I'm just gonna heal select player only, and yep, sure enough, Diege's scout, that forest right there, Praetorian cannot see him. He is hidden. Yep, the Mongol scouts are back at it, forcing the French villagers off of gold. One goes down, French villager dies. Saw that. Town center fires back, does not quite kill the scout. Comes very close, within an inch of his life, but he manages to escape. We do see that. Lots of villagers on wood over there. Seeing France commit pretty heavy to wood. Blacksmith on the field now. Coming. The Mongols have their deer stones. In choice, yeah. The extra movement speed with that yam is pretty delicious. We love to see it. So that'll be helpful for you in here. Scout is going right back to the villagers and the archers. Huge mining camp. Tons of villagers going straight for gold. Just raking it in. Just raking in the gold for Diege. Even with the pressure from the Khan, those villagers are just fully committed. They do not care. They're risking it all. And they're going for it. Getting the gold. Even as they go down one at a time. The amount of gold he's pulling in a minute. It says 130, 140. Right, that's Butcher. Yeah, 450 gold a minute for Diege. That's a lot, especially early game. That'll help him get to castle real quick. Okay, we see Diege already has the start of an army building. He's got scouts. He's got his Royal Knight in the stealth forest. He's got a battering ram, a few archers. He may or may not have seen those Mongol spearmen slip past him. So they're going to be trading some pressure here. Spearmen going straight for Diege's base while committing a battering ram to that gold tower. Battering it pretty quickly. Villagers jump out and they're ready to throw their torches at the battering ram. They're taking it. They're going for it. Got here. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. This will would be a good shot. You guys can see the screen go black for a second when I do that, I'm sure. And a few units die. The scout go down, I'm pretty sure, and a couple villagers, spears and stuff like that. While in the back of Diege's base, Praetorian is, he's laying pressure. He's got horsemen out, he's got a spear, he's going after the archers, killing them, he's killing villagers from the gold, forcing them off of it. Just disrupting the economy of Diege. It looks like we're... Oh, no, another battle happening. Okay, we're in a little bit of a lull, but now things are happening again. Archers of France are killing off Mongol villagers one by one there. The battering ram is keeping at that tower, working it down. Royal Knights are just rolling in the back. Threats coming from the side, no flanks. The tower goes down. Battering ram moves forward. Villagers in retreat as spearmen move forward. Horsemen engaging the Royal Knights. They're a lot weaker, have less health, less damage, but they are putting the pressure on the archers and the scout, falling very quickly to the Royal Knights, however. You see those horsemen go down. A couple do escape. They retreat back to the stables in the Mongol base here, and they safely return home. Could be doing a flanking maneuver here. That's pretty possible. I mean, we're seeing them go around to the east side. Yeah, that's smart. Thing to get back in the base and keep the pressure on. Royal Knight patrolling to the west. The Jur, the economic gathering building for Praetorian, he is zooming around the map here. At a lightning McQueen speed. He's going back behind his own base, trying to find a good spot for that building, keeping it out of harm's way. And Diege's army here, he's got Royal Knights, he's got scout, archers, battering ram, a continuous flow of knights. But he's keeping the pressure on. He's going from the side of the base on the east, northeast here, and he is committing the rams. Looks like either to the stables or the pastures. He's going for the pastures. He's going for the food supply. All right. Easily battering those down. I mean, that's a 1 or 2 hit kill. The pasture starts to escape. Praetorian packs it up and says, I'm getting the heck out of here. And he's rolling away. Even though it's on fire, yeah, it's still got some hit points. Maybe a villager could repair it, save it from destruction. Parking it behind the town center where it's a little bit safer. Okay. He doesn't act quickly. That pasture's going down. It very well might be destroyed. At the end of the pasture? It is. And the pasture collapses into dust with a blaze of glory. See that? Back to Diege's base. Those horsemen did flank around the east side of the map from Praetorian. He's going for the villagers again. He's disrupting that gold supply. Berry bushes are all gone, so he can't disrupt that too bad. But look at that. 2 villagers down. Royal Knight does kill the horsemen, but not fast enough to prevent a couple vills from getting killed off there. And back in Praetorian's base, the Royal Knights are continuing that heavy pressure, going right after the lumber villagers, and spearmen chasing them down, but they've done their damage. They are getting up out of there while they're healing. Their battle is won. Spearmen engaging. Could he kill that knight? Not quite. Almost. They do focus him down. 2 knights are just too much. Praetorian is building more barracks. He's looking to get up to 3 barracks here. 15-minute mark. And he's got villagers walking around the southwest side of the map, scouting for resources, going for gold here with this juror. I believe it might be said. And so he's still in the running. He's getting his supplies diversified. He's still looking pretty good down here. Still looking strong. Diege has set up a mill over by some other berries on our west side of the map. Buchan rises from Praetorian. So, very diverse food supply for Diege. Very smart. Got archers and villagers are... Oh, they're trying to build a tower, but the horsemen attack them. They might... Nah, the archers will probably help. I think Diege is... Yep, the villagers live. Thanks to the archers and knights. They are building the tower. He's going for a tower rush here on that gold mine. Meanwhile, Praetorian, a couple more horsemen behind enemy lines, killing off villagers after they've built outposts. Takes a couple down. Trades them out. Pressure is looking pretty heavy on Praetorian right now. Diege has gained full control of the middle and the flanks. The Praetorian is now fully on the defensive. Got a couple spearmen guarding the gold miners. Very smart play. Like to see that. Uvu is depleted, so he is not gathering any more stone at the moment. He can still research technologies with stone, and he can still get the bonus that the barracks can produce infantry much faster and in larger quantities. But if he wants more stone, he's gonna have to park that, or he's gonna have to pack that up and move it somewhere else and park it somewhere new to get more stone in, or use traders. It's one of the. So we'll see what he does. Okay, he destroyed the Uvu, and presumably we'll see in a minute. We'll be going for one of the other stone deposits. You know, he could go for the sacred site to the east, which I'm just now noticing is next to another sacred site, which is interesting. I mean, that's actually all three of the sacred sites are all on this east side of the map. I don't think I've ever seen that before personally on a Lipany map, where they're all so bunched together. I mean, with France having the ability to construct stone walls, they could just wall that off immediately and just go straight for a sacred victory. I mean, he could easily just establish a whole base there. I wonder if that's something we might see happen in the late game. So, checking back, it looks like the Royal Knights forced some of those villagers off of gold. They were in full retreat, and now they're going back. Going back to gather resources. The spearmen from Praetorian did hold off the Royal Knights' charge. Just their sheer numbers of spears. It makes a difference. And they are hardened spearmen. They are upgraded by one level, so they're just a little bit stronger. They're still pretty squishy, but you know, hardened spears. If you've got, you know, how many infantry? You got an army of 21 total. Looks like mostly spears. You know, if you've got 20 spearmen versus a few Royal Knights, you win that battle. Just overwhelming numbers. It makes a difference. Praetorian is rebuilding some pastures. He's got his Age 3 landmark going up here with the Steppe Redoubt, which is going to help him gather wood. He immediately packs it up after finishing the building, and it looks like he's going to zoom that thing out to the west side of the map. It looks he's putting it somewhere, so we're going to see where he moves it to. And Praetorian has gone back on the offensive. After he won that battle with the spears, he's got more horsemen sneaking around the eastern flank, and you know, just laying pressure on the gold mine, just disrupting the economy, keeping his enemy on his toes, trying to keep him guessing. You know, what is he going to do next? the outposts do snipe off the cavalry. Horsemen are dead. Solves that right there. And Diege has built a siege workshop next to this gold mine in the outpost at the front line. He got the resources. He can start putting trebuchets onto the field. He's got the wood. He just needs a little bit of gold. Kind of onto Praetorian, and he managed to put enough pressure to stop Diege from getting more gold. He's mining a lot back there with several villagers hitting the gold mine. Looks pretty promising for Diege here. He's pretty likely to get the gold that he needs. And there he goes. He has the gold, and he does have a trebuchet in production. Seeing this happen. So this is definitely the beginning of what could be getting close to the end game, potentially. Once you see trebuchets get on the field, things get really hairy. Alright, so Praetorian goes all in. He sends lancers, horsemen, spears, and head-arms. Charges his entire army, taking down royal knights with the spears. Charges them down. Valiant charge. Quick screenshot. French archers are no match for the lancer, spear, and head-arms. Just that mass of melee units just deleting the archers off the map. And even the cavalry are returning to battle against the spears. Spears are much fewer numbers now, so it doesn't look like they hold them off. It looks like the French Royal Knights do win that battle for the French. A couple more spears coming in, a couple more lancers. Okay, tide could be shifting. Trebuchet that was on the field got a couple shots off, it looks like, on the town center of the Mongols, but it was killed so quickly that it didn't really make much of a difference. We saw successful defensive play. Really good. The Praetorian has like another couple lancers. He's going after the villagers as they're gathering deer. He's taking them out, saying, "Nope, I'm gonna take away some of your food, starve you out." Villagers jump inside of the towers. The towers just overwhelming amounts of arrows, overwhelming numbers, shots, just machine gunning the lancer as he rides away, barely escapes with his life. Just a little bit of health left. Diege is still putting on the pressure with trebuchet sniping at the town center. Royal Knights do go down to the spearmen. Spearmen continue their assault, they push forward, and they delete the counterweight trebuchet. They take it out of the equation. It's off the field. It's dead. And the Lancers, they are working down that outpost. Focusing on it, they're focusing it down. Spearmen also assisting with down the outpost. No new units coming in at the siege workshop. He's just holding on to those resources since that building is likely next to be down. It's a pretty even match here. I mean, they've been trading back and forth between map control and just who's on the offense, who's on the defense, or just both being aggressive at the same time. I mean, they're trading a lot of battles here. It's been a pretty even fight, things considered. Praetorian grabs a relic. Did Diege get one already? I don't think he's got any relics yet. Might have missed something. But I think Praetorian might be the first player to be picking up relics. Oh yeah, so Praetorian did get the first relic a minute ago. Here he is with the second relic, bringing it home. He's thinking ahead. He's getting relics, he's getting that gold a minute. I heard another relic. Someone just picked up another relic. Yep, that was Praetorian. He got the third of 5. Picked up the 3rd relic. He's going for it. He hit the sacred site. He did clue his enemy in. He's moving for that other one. Whether Diege has the ability to respond at this moment is another story. It looks like Praetorian's likely to get that 4th relic. He might be able to claim that. These Lancers are keeping the towers busy on the east flank. Yep, Spearmen and Man-at-Arms having a fight over here in Diege's base, right next to the berry bushes. The villagers, they're just doing their thing. They are still gathering while this fight is going on. They're undeterred, keeping at it. Diege wins that battle, so that was smart that he did not pull his villagers off prematurely. So the outpost over here, Praetorian with the spearmen is killing the outpost and attacking the villagers. Over by these food mills, side of the map, he's kind of encroaching Diege's territory. In the center of the map, again, a little bit more of a trade. We've got man-at-arms and villagers from Diege. They kill down a Praetorian outpost. More Mongol lancers and spears coming into the field. Little man-at-arms in the back. Support. He goes for the villagers. He takes a couple down. Forces them off the deer that they were gathering. Villagers just hanging back, hanging away from the fight. Diege has managed to sneak a small detachment of man-at-arms and a single spearman to Praetorian's base, and second TC town center over here that he's looks like he's not going for, but going for the villagers. He's killing off villagers, as many as he can. Town center machine guns, going for it. Man-at-arms have very heavy armor. Even still, when they're under a rain of arrows, it's a lot of damage coming in. Praetorian he's going for a conversion. The wolf is attacking him, but that doesn't matter. Yep, he just led a conversion. I think he either stole a couple units or just killed them off that way. Nice play. So he's got something like 4 out of 5 relics. Okay, Praetorian has 4 out of 5 relics, a 4-to-1 split. It's a lot. It's a significant lead. Relics here. Diege is going after the outposts here, front line. The Lancers come in. Excuse me. Mongol Lancers come in, force the man-at-arms from the French off the outposts. Posts remain intact. We're seeing something on the north side of the map with Diege, where he's gone for a farm conversion, and he's also got an extra town center, and he's got a really stable food production out here in the corner. A nice, healthy corner with food, right where it's out of the fight. Looks like one of the Mongol villagers is scouting him out. He's figured out what he's doing. Charging past the town center, seeing what's going on. And Praetorian has captured all 3 sacred sites, so he is tracking a sacred site victory here. Yeah, I don't see a timer on that. I know there's a way to check it. Might research that point. But Praetorian does have all 3 sacred sites. Just gotta wait out the 10 minutes or however long it's gonna take to get that W. Right now it looks pretty promising because he's got man-at-arms, working the flank. He took out this little area that Diege had been building up. The mills, the towers, they're all done, all taken down. Brand has managed to secure that eastern flank. You got Springles on the field that are sniping out the French trebuchet because it was out of the workshop. He's defending his towers. He's got villagers repairing it. He's got lancers, arms, spears. He's got a very diverse army here. They need to hold the line. He's throwing some extra disruption here in the farm corner. He's got a lancer that just died and some spearmen that are still in the play, but he's going for villagers. He's just taking as many out as he can. Diege is going to age 4. He's got the Red Palace landmark going up here. It's a free castle. Don't have to spend any stone, just got to spend a lot of food and gold. Age up here and get a castle that'll help defend its farmers. There's other bonuses as well. It helps build the infantry faster, nearby barracks and things like that. Generally a very strong defensive landmark. So it's in a good position. It's behind a hillside. Kind of a natural fortified defense to it. It will help. Praetorian has lancers going to the north side of the map. And he's gonna burn down some farms. He's gonna collect the Mongol special raised buildings or farms or whatever they can, and they get resources by doing that. He's gonna do that. Collecting it. Yep, he gets gold and food. Killing villagers, engaging the man-at-arms. Just keeping this on the offensive. He's holding the edge. You see a traction trebuchet here for the Mongols on the field, inside the Stout Forest, ready to get down to business here in a moment. To look. Springles are just kind of chipping away at the sprinkled emplacements on these towers, rather, are slowly chipping away at this other outpost for the French. What can Durge see? I want to see just this view. So he does not see the trebuchet. He knows that there's Springles, and he sees the man-at-arms and the villagers. He doesn't see that trebuchet. He doesn't exactly know what's coming to him quite yet. And the fight stays on the front line in the Stout Forest, away from the sacred sites. The Praetorian is managing to hold his lead just by diverting his enemy's focus to where he wants it, away from the actual objective, and onto his army, where he can engage them in a manner that works for him. So they're fighting. Praetorian's lancers are engaging some spearmen and killing some villagers on this gold mine on the eastern flank. Here we're seeing Diege is neutralizing one of the sacred sites. Got a Springled Tower killing off some of his units, but it's not going to be enough to stop him. He will neutralize that sacred site unless something happens immediately, but it doesn't look like Praetorian has units in the area, so the sacred site is being neutralized. Awesome. Sacred site victory is now cancelled. The French villagers took down an outpost all by themselves. They didn't really need a whole lot of military support, just a couple spears, but took down the Mongol outpost. They have reclaimed section of the map. They've got the gold mine in their control. Steady. He's patrolling that one sacred site. Meanwhile, Praetorian with lancers, crossbows, and men-at-arms. So again, going for the flank. Does have a cannon on the field now. With his age 4, he's got a lot of upgrades that he can make. With making cannons stronger, making his infantry very tough. Universities are very good for that. I'm pretty sure I saw him building one somewhere. He's got some stone walls coming up in different places, just adding to his defenses on the west side. No university yet, but pretty soon we'll see that happen. And the fighting has pretty much been centralized to the center portion of the map here. Both opponents just committing fully to the front line for money. French army. They are in go mode. They are going straight ahead. They're not stopping for anything. They are storming the trenches. The Mongols are now forced back onto the defensive. Cannon is already beginning to snipe down towers. One goes down. Tower is down. Game goes any longer, I might have to take a quick water break. Getting pretty intense. Cannon protected by a mass of infantry here. And a monk that's going to heal the infantry up. Sniping down towers, hitting pastures. Blowing things up. Other tower goes down. Got his army slowly building. Lancers charge ahead. They're headlong into the fight, charging behind the cannon or the villagers. Cannon. They damage it. They're very close to killing it. Lancer goes down. Another Lancer goes down. The third one goes down. So does number 4 here very shortly. Cannons survive with the villagers repairing it. Villagers bring it right back up to full health. And Diege charges straight for the Mongol town center. Charges in with his men-at-arms, killing crossbowmen, spearmen. Khan over here, firing off arrows. Okay, yep. He's inspired his infantry. They managed to push back the charge, and here comes the second charge. Here comes the next rush. More man-at-arms. The villagers enter the fight. They go straight for the cannons. Praetorian is committed. He's all in. Trying to take out the cannons. He focuses on them. Focuses down. There were so many torches. One cannon goes down. The second cannon goes down. Villagers just overwhelming numbers. Chase it down and blow it up. Wow. Lots of crossbowmen on the front line. Need to do battle. Pull back. Back to where they have a little bit more support in the base. And it looks like France is about to build a castle. It's happening. He's just building a castle inside of Praetorian's base. He's charging men-at-arms in there to kill the villagers. But the French infantry tell him. A few too many villagers that managed to keep at it, and this castle is going up. Castle is being erected. There are a ton of stables here, Mongol base. Also got the white stupa. Denmark. Looks really good. Really nice. Like that. What is that barracks right now? He's... Praetorian's trying to build a barracks on a mountaintop, but there's trees in the way, so he can't even get up there. Yeah, that's tough. You gotta chop through a lot of forest to get there. You want to build that barracks. Not happen anytime soon. I keep very close to going up. More battles happening with crossbowmen. They're trying. I'm gonna go into cinematic mode for this. Take a screenshot. Castle goes up. It's very close to going up it. We're gonna circle around this. The castle is up. Infantry are engaging each other beneath it, and there should be a... Yep, the trebuchet over here, Mongol trebuchet, is hitting the castle. West side here, focusing it down. That was overrun. That was really good play, putting the castle up there. Praetorian keeps the pressure going. Man-at-arms killing more cannons in the French base. This game is pretty close to going into 45 minutes here. This one's getting long. We're seeing a very tough battle here. Very even match and a lot of action happening in this one. This is an action-packed game. I need to grab some water. I hope I don't miss anything cool. Got a lot of stables coming up for France here, so it's about to be a massive horseman. Right back. Right, I'm back at the mic. I've got my water. Go, we're ready. Need to finish this out strong. Oh, very thirsty. So we've got mangonels and cannons gearing up for a big assault. Another kind of intermittent period of the game here while the armies are getting into position, figuring out what they want to do. And the army here, French men-at-arms, they're taking down some towers, getting sniped out a little bit, found out. Very tough armor, so they're easily taking out an outpost. He's gonna go for the sacred site. He could deny that gold per minute on it. He could just stick his units right on there and neutralize it. He goes for it. Neutralizes the sacred site. Starting to? Who's up? He keeps pushing. Says forget it. Let's keep moving. Right, going for the villagers and the towers. Building stuff up. Praetorians trying to get towers up, but villagers just getting killed off very quickly by the man-at-arms. More towers go down. Villagers just... That mass of villagers. All dead. All gone. Praetorian, so he's got 81 villagers. He has 96 of them. They've got very strong, very booming economies going on both sides. A lot of villagers. Alright, so the Mongols, their trebuchet almost caught that wall, almost put it down, but not quite. The French charge does repel them over here on this west side of the map. French knights take down a tower as well, hold a villager inside of it. Praetorians got men-at-arms on the east side, engaging French men-at-arms. Very good, tough fight. Any fall on both sides. And he starts killing villagers. Praetorian is taking out as many of the economy as he can. Diege goes on the assault. He's got his cannons, he's got his knights, he's got his villagers. He is in the forward line. And cannoneers from the Mongols just execute the villagers. Shoot them down. No mercy. A few more villagers survive though, building another keep. Keep going up in Praetorian's base here, but the knights focus down his keep before they can really cancel out the villagers there. Lots of lancers coming in. That'll do the trick. Villagers are dead. Looks like the keep might be deleted. Quite. Doesn't go for it. He goes for the cannons. One cannon down, two cannon down. No? Also going down. Dead. Another battle here with the infantry. Got this because that was really cool. Exciting fights going on here all game. It is pitched battle after pitched battle. And the French keep has been destroyed in the Mongol base. Second keep did not prevail. We've got cannon towers, cannon outposts in the Mongol base. They're ready to defend. Pretty much their version of walls. Can't actually build stone. Go for tower defense. The horsemen engaging here. Horsemen going straight for the man-at-arms. More fighting going on. Lancers going for the villagers. The Mongol spearmen take out a whole detachment of French horsemen on the west side of the map, handily winning that battle. French horsemen and men-at-arms, they're repelling a Mongol invasion of their base. Another one. More men-at-arms. Beating the cavalry with their swords. It looks like France is pretty handily winning that battle as well. Looks like they've got that front line under control again. Praetorian constructing rams. computer lag there. Rams getting built. Batter down the rest of that wall. Won't take much. One hit will do it. More battles here. Horsemen, man-at-arms. Armies are clashing. Ours back here. Mongols are offering support. Sending cannonballs into the mix. The French, another keep. Lay down. Man-at-arms trying to kill off some of the villagers back there, but the villagers are going at it pretty quickly. Okay, can they stop it? Maybe. They've got a few men-at-arms. Praetorian is really going after it. So back here, Praetorian has busted through that wall, Kool-Aid Man style. He went through there, and he is engaging this other town center with his couple rams. And that is game. Good game is called. It looks like Diege has surrendered. Looks like he blew the white flag. Says, "I think you got this, man. I think you took the win." So that was a very interesting game. Very competitive. Very evenly matched. You know, a lot of trading going on with the battles, and you can see that here in the after-match summary. Just all these dips in unit count, as so many units were just being killed off on both sides. You don't often see that. That's such an even match. Very interesting. Well played, gentlemen. Very good job. Very exciting to watch. Thank you for participating here. Thank you for watching. Yeah, catch us in the next one. Enjoy your day, weekend, whenever it is that you're watching this by the time it hits YouTube. And yeah, thank you for tuning in.